You see here, it's not clicking here and not responding even. It's just stuck here. If I want to use that same code here, instead of that, I can try with JavaScript. So let me disable this. I have a demo click that I will just copy it up. Where is that JavaScript? This is the first line I need to have. And one is like click operation. JavaScript executor. What the name I have given? This one, right? So this one is the what scrolling. So let's scroll this. JSC here it is. So JSC. Then once it is scrolled, then I will try to click one. So this is not okay. Which one is the click one? Yeah, this one. I will copy the code and rest of the things I don't need. Use, oops. You can see here. But normal Selenium things was not working. So what I did here, instead of that, I took the JavaScript just to show you the demo that it should work. Let's right click, run as JavaScript. I will look into that, then later I will come back to this. I was thinking that it should work. When I did that setting, it is suggesting here. One place I have seen, go to Internet Explorer options, properties, and go to security tab and enable this. Okay, this, everything like that. I did that already. I'm putting like this. This should be on protected mode. Okay. So this is the main thing for Internet Explorer. Earlier I tested it was working because this is working code. Whatever the code I had now, all were working code. This time it is not working, maybe due to some Selenium upgradation.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I will take this into the new things later session. Today I was working on this, so I thought it will work, but it's okay. Now we have TestNg. Yesterday you saw that we have seen couple of things about the TestNg. If I go here and open that file, TestNg file. So I was supposed to show you these annotations, okay? But before and after, before test, after test, before shoot, after shoot, before class, after class, before method and after method. So this thing I will focus on first and then I will switch to other thing. So there is a big thing called TestNg.xml and that is the most conceptual things you can say in the TestNg. Yes, that is the beauty of TestNg. So that is called TestNg.xml. So you come here in the TestNg. I have already, I think I have already. That's okay. So let me comment all the things before and after, and I will start with the test. And then you will see here. You can see here, as of now, how many tests I have? 1, 2, 3. 3 test cases I have. This is going to pass. You see here, assert equals I'm using, and both side I'm using 1, 1. So it will just pass. This is also assert equal, it will pass. This is assert equals, this is also pass. Means all the 3 test cases are going to pass. So first I'm showing you, then I will come to this part that what additional things I have done. Run as TestNg test. So you can see here, there is no priority as of now. So what it will take based on the alphabetical order. So alphabetical order, it executed, it says first test 01, then test 02 and test 03. Can see here, right? So no confusion. Yeah. So as of now. And this is for assertions. So earlier you already saw that. If you have to fill this test case, just put any different value. And when the comparison will happen, it will fail. You can see here when it failed here and why it failed due to this. Expected was 2 and found 1. So you already know this is the expected one and this is the actual one. So it compared and it found failed and then you have this test suite. We call it test suite. So this see here this is structure, then you will understand more. This is the suite. In suite we have only one test. Okay. And then in one test we have one class. And in one class we have 3 methods. We call it method. The test case is called test methods. Understand? So first you understand the structure. One suite can have many tests. And one test can have many classes. And one class can have many methods. So it's like designed in this way. Understand? So on the top level suite is there, then there is a test, then there is a class, and then there is a method.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like that. So once you have all these things, so you can see here I have 3 test cases, but these are not tests. This is methods. Actually, annotation is test. So that is the biggest confusion in TestNg. People normally used to get confused. This test and this test is different. After suit, there is a test, right? So this test is not this test. This test is this methods. Okay. So inside a class, whatever it is present, that is called test methods, not test. Okay. So don't confuse with that. Test is something like group of class. Means one class can have 2 class, 3 class. You can have so many test cases. Then you can bind it. So collectively, we call it as a test. Okay. And one suite can have many test classes. That's like depends upon how many packages you have. So you can think of a very big project where you have like so many models. So you can bind it like that. Okay. Because just for demo purpose you're learning, but actually when you will work on the real projects, so it is combined of like so many things, right? From end to end, so many functionalities will be there, which you have to write in the different test cases. So one test is called like methods. This is the method. So now we have 3 methods. Okay. So if I just execute, you already saw that what is the output I'm getting. Now I will coming to the one by one, this one annotations. Okay. So first annotation I'm going to pick is like before and after method. So it is called before and after method. So that is very important thing. So this is before method and this is after method. Where is when after method? I will put it. together so that you will understand. See, if there is this annotation present, so what it will do, it will look for any test annotation. Before and after method works on the @test annotation. How many times present test annotation? 3 times. So before method will execute automatically @test once. And after method will execute automatically, means you don't need to call it. It will automatically called after the test annotation. So we have 3 methods. So 3 times before will execute and 3 times after will execute. You understand?
No.
So listen, consider that how many times we have test case? 1, 2, 3.
3.
And how many times we have before method and after method? 1, right?
Yeah.
So it will be automatically called for each @test. Means whenever it will go to execute @test, this will be automatically executed. And this will be automatically executed once @test is completed. Understand?
Okay. Okay.
So now we have 3. So 3 times before will execute and 3 times after will execute. Because this is the method. Method it means it's related to this @test. So don't confuse. That's what I'm saying. That @test and method is same.
Yeah.
So let's run this. Then you will see the output and then you will understand more. Now you see this output and then you will understand more. See, before method annotation. Called or not? One time. Then
Yeah.
what is called? This one. Inside
Yeah.
test case 1. Then again
After.
after is automatically called.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what will happen? The sequentially it is speaking for execution. Then it go to test case number 2. So when it found test case number 2, then before is automatically triggered.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Then @test2 is executed and then after that this is automatically triggered.
Yeah.
So now for the third time when we found the test case number 3, the same happened. So how many times before executed? 3 times. You see here 1, 2 and 3. And how many times after executed? 1, 2 and 3.
3.
So before will called before test and after will called after test. So it's like that.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So this is correlated. So that's I put it. Now second is you go there. This is class. Okay. This is the lowest level. Then I'm going one by one up so that you will understand in a better way. This is class. So what will happen to the class? You come here to the class. So as of now, I have only one class. Just take the example. So before class will execute first @test. Before that, this will execute. Okay, because class is loaded first, then methods are loaded. And then we have after class. It doesn't matter in which fashion you have written, top or bottom, it will pick automatically. So no worries for you. You can see here before class and after class. So if I execute this test case, so what will happen? first it will execute before class because its priority is first. Class is going to load. So before loading of the class, it will automatically trigger. Okay. And then this will not execute. Then your test case will start executing. And before test, whatever the methods are there, that will execute. And it after completion of the execution, this will automatically trigger. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that it will work. Right click, run as TestNg test. Cannot instantiate where it is. Something wrong happened or what? Yeah, due to this. Can see here. Right click, run as Java, my TestNg application. So you can see here first what executed before class. Then methods. So then if method started, then this will be triggered. Okay.
Yeah.
And then after method. So there were 3 methods. Then before method again. Then test case number 2. Then after method completed. Then for test case number 3, this executed first. Then this executed first. And once that is completed, then after class annotation executed. So they will ask in the interview like how you will design it and what code you will put. So you can say that before, suppose that I have a class and that class like a particular things need to be initialized. So those kind of things I will put in before class. And once that class is completed, the execution of that class is completed. So I need to close certain things like the file which I have opened or the database connection which I have opened. So those kind of things for closing of the codes, I will put those codes in the after class methods. Basically, what is this? This is a method, right? And you're
Yeah.
just designing that when it will be automatically triggered. Actually, all things automatically triggering, right? I'm not calling it.
Yeah.
Anywhere I am not calling it. So it's just automatic trigger. But how you will design and what code you will put. So they wanted to know this. So you should have the first concept of like the order of execution and what kind of code you are going to put that. You can say that by when my class is going to execute, then only it is very beneficial to know the uses of this thing. Now coming to the next level. Next level is, you can say, in the correct order. Let me first put in the correct order. So this is the top order and this is the lowest order like that. The order is that if you have groups and you have classes. So if both are there, then class will execute first, then group will execute, and then method will execute. So just think of that scenario. Okay. And now I'm going to show a demo for the groups. So grouping is what? Let's consider that you have multiple test cases. So what I have done, I have created 2 groups. One group I have created for smoke, one group I have created for sanity. And this test case is in the smoke. Okay. So let me create one more so that you will understand more. Copy and paste it. It's about how many smoke are there and 2 sanity is there, right? So this is 4. This is 4. So normally, if I'm executing, because I'm not calling any group configuration, so it will work in the normal fashion. You can see the 4 test case will execute and 4 things will be executing. So this is the order of execution. You already saw that, right?
Yeah.
Now coming to that part, I am activating the group. So you can see here, I have groups, methods. What I will do, I will uncomment this. I'm saying that I don't want for other groups, but for a particular group, I want this one to be executed. Okay. And I can design it multiple. It's copy and paste. Sanity. You see the way how I'm designing it, then you will understand more. Sanity and sanity. We need group 2, integer group 2. Because name should be unique of the methods, right? Rest of the things, okay. You see a before groups it is, right? So I'm saying that if you find something smoke, then you trigger this code. If you find something smoke, then you trigger this one. If you find something sanity, you trigger this one. So we have 4 test cases, but 2 are in the smoke and 2 are in the sanity. So both will be executed two times.
Yeah.
No, both will be executed one time because it's based on the group, right? It's not on based on the test case. So particular groups, like how many groups we have? 2 groups. So it will, let's just execute, both will be executed one time.
Okay.
Okay. Just don't count like number of test cases. Once it is going to execute the smoke, it will automatically trigger. And once it is going to execute sanity, then one will be automatically triggered. And then when the smoke is completed, the after will be triggered. And when the sanity is completed, then after will be triggered. So based on that, that's why. And how I have designed here groups, you can see here. One way of designing group is like name of, you can design the group name here. And how it can be bind with the test case. So you can see here with this group. And the name you can provide here. The name which we have provided here. So just see the how the integration is done. Understand? So this is the way of integrating. And I will put one more for your understanding. The test case number 5, the special case. If one test case I want as a common is both groups, then you can put it like that, curly bracket. So now you can think that I have 5 test cases, but I have 5 groups, but this test case will execute for both of the groups. Okay, as a common. So
Yeah.
you can design it like that. One test can be part of multiple groups, so it's allowed. So when it is like multiple groups, so you have to put curly bracket like that. So just a syntax learning, and this syntax are easily available on the internet as well. So it's no worries.
Okay.
You can see here how many times it executed. It's executed total 5 test cases. You can see here 5 test case executed. Failures 0 escapes that. And before class executed, then before method was executed, as I already told you. But before group is not executed here, it will be called from the TestNg.xml, I believe. But it's okay, I will show you that. It's just you learn how to configure, and execution wise, it control via TestNg.xml. Okay, so I think that is the thing which I need to take you to the next level. Because most of the things you will find there only. Up to here, that class was okay. For groups also, you have to go to the TestNg.xml. So now we will proceed to the TestNg.xml, because the other things which I have to teach you, that is just dependent upon the TestNg.xml. So how we will create the TestNg.xml. So as of now, you see here, I'm just collapsing it. I don't have any TestNg.xml here. You can see here. You cannot see, right?
Yeah.
So how you will design here? Just right click on this file and go to your TestNg, and then you click on convert to TestNg. Okay. And once you click it, it will show you this window. And this TestNg.xml is going to be created. So here it is, the XML configuration coming. So that's why it is calling it XML. So leave 2 lines, don't touch it. It's just a by default configuration. The other things you can modify. So suite name, you can define your suite name or just demo. It's up to you. So one suite can have multiple tests. You can see a test. The test is having a test name. Like suite is having a name, so test is also having name. Test demo. And don't modify other things. This also you don't modify, okay? And just click on finish. And once you click on finish, it will give you this file, testng.xml, like this. You didn't create it like that, what I put here. Don't touch 2 lines from the top, and rest of the things you can understand. You see a suite is opening and suite is closing. Then test is opening, test is closing. Okay. Then class is opening, class is closing, and under that we have class. Which class? For which class we have designed it. You can see here. So our class name is TestNg demo.java. So you don't need to put .java, just package name and class name here. The package name you can see here. This is the package name. And this is the class name I'm putting here. And in that, when you go there, that which one you want to configure. So you can see here, I have configured like that. So whatever earlier, what you doing here, right clicking and executing here, right? So you were seeing it's a TestNg test, right? So now something I have changed. It will become the execution via ng.xml. So when it is ng.xml, you come here, you right click here, and then go to run as. It will show you what? TestNg.suite. Suite.
Yes.
So suite means one suite can design for many tests, many classes, many methods like that. So now
Yeah.
you are going to the next level like big project things, right?
Yeah.
So you just click here. As of now, it will work simple. That's like that, what you have designed. But you can control a lot of things from here. So this is something introduction part, first level. If
Okay.
I'm executing it, so it will execute like this.
Hmm.
Okay. And it says that run 5 passes 5 reaches 0. Suite name is displayed here. You can see here the suite name where I have put here suite name. Here also you can go and see this one. The suite demo is coming from here. Test demo is coming from here. So earlier you were not understanding, right? What I'm going to do, but here you can clearly understand. Now the beauty of this, that you have one class here, right? But you
Yeah.
can have many classes for execution. Earlier you see yesterday, I was putting something, right? Like this kind of demo. If I want to include this one, so what I will do, I will just copy this file name. I'll go to testng.xml. I will just add one more class because now I'm going to control big execution. The package name is same for this. You can see here. And now it will control 2 classes. So in the classes, I have 2 class configured, and then if I go into execute, I can just right click and run it. The first benefit you see that one execution, many things you can control, right? And now if you go in here, you can see here. So what things you have already executed. Okay, so and now you can also design in a two separate test. This is one test. Just copy it. Yes, I'm just giving you some idea so that you will understand more. So this is test demo 2. Don't give the same name, otherwise it will not allow. This is test demo 1. And one class you can keep here, one class you can keep here. Okay.
Mhm.
So you can see I have designed like that. So I told you one suit can have many tests.
Test.
So I have designed two tests, and how you will design. If you one is already designed, just copy and paste and modify the things. Only things you have to change like this. Yes. One suit cannot have two tests as the same name.
Name.
So right click, run as TestNg shoot. Some test cases are failing and some are passing. That's okay. Nice. I have deliberately failed those. You can see here, this one I have failed because of the computer word. So you can see here like that. Yes, in one test case also, you can put two class or you can design two test case and then you can like two tests you can design. And there also you can put two different classes. So it's up to you. You can minimize your configuration or maximize your configuration. So it's all dependent upon you. You just know whether what is allowed and what is not allowed. So I'm just removing this part because this is just for demo. Now I have to show you the groupings, right? Because the main purpose of coming to the TestNg.xml is grouping. Then I have to run a particular group. Then how I will run? To come here after test, control space. You can see a groups is there. So design for groups and then you control space, then there is a run. Okay. So inside the run, control space. It is include. I think group name I have to provide and configuration I will check on the internet. How to run group via TestNg.xml. It's just a matter of configuration. You will easily get some configurations on the internet. Here you have to put the name of the groups. That's it. Nothing else. And sorry, not like that. Include. This is the closing. That's this slash you can see here, right? So if you don't want to close extra, so you can put it like that. Smoke. So I'm just going to run it. You can see here. Now it will. This will be triggered for a smoke. Okay, and only smoke will be running here. Because I'm controlling from here. I don't want to run everything. I just want to run a smoke test cases. You can see here, these are the smoke test cases. Test case 1, 2, and 5. If you go there, You can check on the test case 1, 2, and 5. So one is this is the one. There is one, the smoke. This is 2, and 5 is common, right?
Yeah.
And consider that if you want to run sanity as well, so you can add one more. So both you want to execute based on the group. And one more thing I forgot to tell you. Yes. You are running, so you can see here before groups also run. You can see here, right?
After, yeah.
What I will do here to segregate it before groups for annotation for smoke. Smoke. This is for sanity.
Mm.
Just to show you that when it will be called. Because these are the dependents upon the group things, right? So if I'm running it, right click. You can see here first running for before group and then it is running for sanity. So this was the common thing. So it was just executed at the last and then it is after is running smoke and sanity.
Yeah.
So in this way you can call it. So this thing grouping can be controlled via testng.xml. So that's why I took it to testng.xml. You just need to know the configuration and you don't remember the configuration, that is okay. No need to worry about. All the configurations are there on the internet. You can easily find it. You can see here. So this is the group configuration and this is the normal configuration. Which one you want to execute? So for a particular test class, you have groups and then you can control. Consider that you don't want to execute this. So either you can remove it or you can exclude it. PLUD. You will see here, it should not execute the sanity one, it should only execute the smoke one. So include and exclude is there. You can see which one executed, only smoke. Sanity didn't execute. So you can control a lot of things from the TestNg XML. You don't need to go to your test case. Once you have configured, then you can just for execution what you want. Sometimes your lead says that I just want the like health check. So you have already designed the health test cases, right? That I need to run it daily just to test whether application is up and running. The major functionalities are working. So you just run it the automation and you will save a lot of time like this. So include exclude also you have understood. So this part you understand, this understand, this understand, this understand, and this understand, right? Now I'm switching to the next level. You can see here I have suit and I have test. I have suit and I have test. So now this test is something important because this test is related to this test. And this suit is related to this suit. Understand? Otherwise, there is no use. That's if you're not knowing testng.xml, so you will never understand these annotations. That's why they are designed for. Can see here in the if you just execute the classes and then you execute via testng.xml. So you see the differences, how it is going to make you. I'm just running it as a class, and then I will run it as a suit. You just see. You see the order of execution. Before suit, the first level, then test, then class, then methods. Then same the closing with method, class, test, and then you will see suit. And when you will run it via TestNg.xml. I'm just putting in include. I'm running everything because I want to show you the groups will execute when. Okay. Just right click, run as TestNg shoot. If I'm removing groups, I will show you the groups one. It's wait. Running here, but it should run the suit as well, right? Just running this, commenting it out. Let's see. Not. The order of execution is like that, but I just want to show you that what order the groups will follow. That is not happening, but it's okay anyway. You just learn this one. Once someone is asking, so you have to tell suit first, then test, then class, then groups, then methods, then test. Okay.
Okay.
So let me remove this part for a while. Right click and comment. I just commented it out. Let me remove it later. So if I'm running it, you can see here how it is completed. This is the reverse order. Reverse order is after suit will be at last, then after test, after class, after methods, then at the red test, before methods, then methods, everything methods will be completed, and starting is before shoot, before test. One more thing I can do here means I can put this configuration for temporary somewhere. If I come in here, methods. Okay. You can see here we are learning TestNg, but we have not touched Selenium here as of now. So that's the main thing. Selenium is not directly related to TestNg, but TestNg can be integrated with Selenium. That part is not coming, but basically I wanted to show you that part, the groups part. Right click. That's why I put always run equal to true. When it is running, then that is not coming. The main problem is that all the other annotations not working because now it's more dedicated for the groups. So that's why it is ignoring that. But it's okay. You understand that how the order of execution will be. So let it
Yeah.
be like that. You just remember this configuration and most of the times you will be using that. So you understand this one, how it will work. The order of execution, this and this. Basically, they will ask the order of execution. That is very hit interview question. Out of 11 annotations, what will be the order of execution? So you have to clearly tell before shoot, before test, before class, before groups, and then before methods, then test. And in the reverse order, all the afters. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we have data provider, parameter, and listener. So data provider, I'm going to show you first. Then I will come to the parameter. So let me show you if I have any already designed demo. TestNg demo data provider. I have. So we have couple of things here from the TestNg. I'm gonna take those examples over there. So let me take data provider first. Control C. I will paste it here. Data provider demo. Close others. Consider that you have a Facebook page, right? And you have to test it. Yeah, or you have application where you have to test it and you have like different sets of data, right? Sometimes
Mm.
you are taking first set, then you have user ID and password for the second, then you have user ID and password for the third. So like that. So how you will design? So you already know about the test annotations, right? So
Yeah.
there is a data provider annotations. And in data provider annotations, there are two ways to pass the data. Means first we have to do the integration. And then whatever the data you are passing, it can be array. It means it can be table, two-dimensional table normally we are passing. You can pass one-dimensional as well, it's up to you. But normally I have seen people are passing 2D array. So 2D array is means like table. A row will be there and a column will be there. 2D means what? Row and column, right?
Yeah.
So there is a data provider annotation and first you have to create the integration. So integration part is in the line number 19 and in the line number 8, you can see here. So what I'm showing that the data provider name is a login. The name anything you can provide, it's up to you. So now this is the small case. It is the annotation, but you can see here when you put your control space bar, you will see your data provider will come in the small case. You can see here, right? And it takes the string kind of argument. So I'm passing here login. So this name, how I give here. So this name is this name. So this name and this name should be same. Okay. And one thing you have to do here, the name of the data provider. Understand? So this is called integration part. First, you have to understand integration part. And test case will have your test case. Just think of that scenario, right? Means
Mm.
what you want to do, means you want to like log in or whatever for multiple times. Consider that you have 3 rows. So it will automatically trigger for 3 times. If you have 4 rows, so it will run for 4 times. If you have 5 rows, it will run for 5 times. So based on the number of rows. So how many rows we have? 3 rows and 2 columns. So columns is for like one is for user ID and one is for password. 2 columns I have, but I have 3 data. So this is the first data and this is the second data and this is the third data. If you try to understand in the Excel, it's like that.
Yeah. 2 column and 3.
So the 2D array you can see here.
Yeah.
This is column number 0 and this is column number 1. This is row number 0 and this is row number 1. This is row number 2. Just go in Java back and you will just try to understand everything.
Yeah.
The name of the data, the name of the array is what? Data I have taken here. And it's just a way of creating data. Means I can pass any kind of data. So that's why I'm putting your object. As this is also interview question. They will ask you that why you will take the object type data. So I will say that I can pass any type of data. It could be number, it can be integer, it can be like float, whatever I want. I will just pass. Yes, I don't bother. So that's why here I'm passing a string, but it's not mandatory. It can be number as well, right? Suppose that you're passing telephone number then. Fine. So that's why it's the object data. So the way of writing is that is first you have to create the array. And the data provider method name, you can put any name. It's up to your name also you can put. But this is line for integration. So you already understand this configuration, right? Why I have written like that. So
Yeah.
this is basically annotation and it will pass multiple rows to whom? To the test case. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm just initializing here. 00 is John, 01 is password, 10 is Sanjana and password is password 2. And 20 is Deep and password is 21 is password 3. So after initializing, I'm returning the data. This one. So return type should be same. Matching. You understand, right?
Yeah.
Yes. What data I'm going to return, the method, it should always match. So from where I'm taking this, from here, it should match
Yeah.
because the data type is this one. So that's why I've written like this. Now I understand everything.
Yeah.
That why I've written like this, why I have written like this. The reason for this line number 24, it says that I can pass any kind of value. So that's why it is object type. This is 3, 2, it means 3 row, 2 columns. And each row, each column I'm initializing here. And after initializing, I'm just passing here. Returning. So return type should match. To whom? This and this is match. Line number 21 and line number 24. Now, when it will come here, you see the test case. It will first accept username and second value as a password. So this is the first username and this is will accept as a password. It's up to you what you want to do. So I just printing it. Think of say, right? And how many times this will execute? It will execute 3 times because I had 3 rows and 2 columns. Main is the row. How many times? Row is deciding how many times it will run. So it will run for the 3 times. Understand?
Yeah.
And now the execution part. Right click, run as TestNg test. You can see. And if you have any confusion, you can just ask that how you did that. So you see here, first value is John.
Yeah.
And password is password 1. I'm printing here because once this and this integration is done, this and this one. So it will pass as a table and table first row, first column, it will accept first time, then second row, second column, second time. So just printing the row and column value here, you can see here. John password 1, Sanjana password 2, Deep password 3. And what value is it passing? It is also showing here. You can see it. 3 times it executed.
Yeah.
And how 3 times decided? Because of this. Suppose that you want one more time. So what you will do? You just increase the value here.
Yeah. 3 0.
Like demo password 4. And then here also you increase the row size.
Yeah.
Now it's here also you need to change it. 3,
3,
3,
3,
3.
2,
No,
2.
that's okay. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, right?
Column. Yeah.
It's a row and column, so it's like
Yeah.
row is I'm increasing, the column is 0, 1. That's okay.
Yeah. Good.
Just for demo purpose, to just try to understand. Now this test case will execute 4 times. The same test is for the 4 times. You can see here.
Yeah.
Like this, it executing.
Hmm.
Understand?
Yeah.
And one more thing you can do, miss, there is a little twist. If you are familiar with this one, then okay. If you don't want to integrate one additional line, so you can just pass here this method name as well. And that is also accepted. And instead of this name, you can pass this name as well. Both is accepted. So I have to remove this part, otherwise it will create a confusion, right? So this method name you can directly pass. It's not accepting, why? No test found. Data provider. Let it be like that. It's allowed. I think some changes are there because of that it is not working, but it should work, right? So this is the standard way you can pass the data provider, and then you can use for a particular test case for multiple iteration with the parameterization, different sets of data. So data provider is a part of parameterization. This is one way. Second way is at the rate parameters annotation, which we will see in the next class, tomorrow's class. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay. Thank you, Rajiv.